Hello, hi everyone. So, I hope all are safe at home because we are facing a very big social issue or social problem, that is coronavirus or COVID 19, that we are facing a very big social issue right now. And I hope all are safe at home, and we should be very careful towards this coronavirus, and that should affect us. But however, we will find a method to prevent this, that much we will be safe. So I hope all should be taken care, be very careful towards this problem. Okay, so come to, we can discuss, or we can come to our area, that is called we are so we can come to our area, that is called social psychology. We are going to deal with social psychology. So I think you will be having a very good knowledge about the different branches in psychology that you have already studied in the first semester, or in the second semester, or third semester and fourth semester. You will be dealing with the different areas in psychology, especially or like education psychology, experimental psychology, environmental psychology, forensic psychology, social psychology. So you will be knowing about these areas. So here we are going to end. These are the different branches in psychology that you will be knowing. So when you got a question to write, or when you asked a question by someone, can you define the different branches in psychology, that you will be discussing, or you will be explaining that these are the branches in psychology, like abnormal psychology, experimental psychology, environmental psychology. Like this you will be saying these are the different branches we have studied. Okay, so when we have to give a clear idea, or when we are having to give a clear concept to different branches, or give a clear definitions, or clear idea about these branches, so we have to go with a more explanation with this field, that is how it comes into what are the definition we have to given for this branch, what are the different areas we are mentioning in this branch, or how it is using, or where it is using, or how it is useful to a psychologist, or when it will be helpful to us. So like that we'll be facing a lot of questions, and we'll be finding a lot of answers towards different branches in psychology. So because these all branches will be using in different areas, and we people will be selecting or going through, like when we are selecting some careers, like we will be mentioning, or we'll be going to different areas. Okay, different career we'll be selecting. As a psychology student, we'll be having some view on which area I have to select, right? So like that we'll be having some of the view in our mind that we have to go through. So like for that, for putting these ideas into our mind, we'll have to have a clear explanation or clear view about different branches in psychology. Okay, so like come to this area, so we have to, or we have to create a better knowledge about these different branches. So one of the branches here we have to going to deal, that is we are mentioning different branches here in the fifth semester, I think, in the syllabus, that you will be facing, or you are going to deal with abnormal psychology, developmental psychology, psychological counseling, health psychology, okay, experimental psychology you are going to deal with. So one of the branches that you are going to deal with is, that is so from that, here we are having the main one of the branch called social psychology. Okay, so from that word I think you'll be very will be very clear that where, or where this branch is consisted with, or where this is in connected with, right? So you will be knowing about social psychology. From that word it is very clear that you will be giving, or you will be getting a clear idea that where it is being connected, right? So it is very difficult to give a definition for this branch. Actually, it is very difficult to give. It is a complex task to give a definition to. I think so. From this word, somehow we'll be getting an idea that it is something related to society, right? From that word, it is very clear. Social psychology. Okay, it is being connected with the society, or it is being connected with people, or it is being connected with some relationship, or it is being connected with a group of people, or how their behaviors goes through. Oh, so this is a limited idea that we will be getting in our mind when you heard about the word social along with psychology, social psychology. So both words together will give a frame to you that where it deals with, or what these branches will be dealing with. Okay, so we'll be getting into the clear concept about clear definitions, or clear concept about what is social psychology. We'll be getting into that. Okay, so now we can come to we have to give an introduction to social psychology, or we have to give an introduction to what is social psychology. Okay, so actually I have said you before that it is very difficult to give a definition. Okay, or giving a definition to social psychology is a uh, complex task. Here it is mentioned, it is very clearly mentioned that providing a definition is a very difficult or complex task in the case of social psychology. Because why it is being said like that? Why it is said that it is a difficult task for giving definition to this branch? Okay, because it can be said that the field's broad scope and its rapid rate of change, because it is getting changing, the area is getting changing, that new inventions, new behaviors of people, or these all things, because we should not be knowing the mind of people, why it is being happening. So that is why we are not able to, or we are, that is why it is being said that it is a complex task to give a definition to social psychology. So mostly we said that it is being playing with the relationships in the society, or being how it is happening or why it is happening. There are so many questions with the people. There are many questions with the people why it is being happening. Okay, so actually what social psychologists are trying to give, that they are trying to give an answer for this one, the questions that people are asking. Okay, and they are trying to give give an idea why these things are happening, or why these behaviors are happening with these people. Okay, so here it is being mentioned that understanding how and why individuals behave, think, and feel as they do in social situations. Okay, so social psychology is trying to understand how and why these individuals behave, and why they, or how they are being thinking, and how or why they feel as they do in the social situations. Okay, so it is social psychologist, or social psychology is trying to give, and so they are trying to give, social psychologists or social psychology is trying to give an idea about it. It is trying to understand how and why these are happening in this behavior of the people. Okay, so when when we are coming to give a definition to this social psychology, we can give a definition like this, that is, social psychology is the scientific study of how people's thought, feelings, and behaviors are influenced by other people. Social psychologists strive to describe social behavior carefully and to explain its causes. So that is, we already said it before. So what social psychologists are trying to do, and it is very difficult task for them, and how this behavior is happening, and they have to be very careful to explain its causes, because it cannot be happen like that. So giving a reason behind the behavior of a people is very difficult, not like some other things. So why that person, or why that individual is being responding in social situations. Okay, So this, it will be very difficult for them to give. So as this definition suggests, okay, as this definition suggests, the subject matter of social psychology is very broad and can be found in just about everything that we do every day. So and social psychologists study why we are often helpful to other people and why we may at other times be unfriendly or aggressive, right? So that is the thing that is happening. Social psychologists study both the benefit of having good relationship with other people and the cost of being lonely. Social psychologists also study what factors lead people to purchase one product rather than other. So these are the things that you have seen, that we are seeing. Okay, some of the people, you can see one person will be very helpful to other person, and other times the person will be very aggressive to the other person. And they also study that why this one of the product that you can think of in market or in the field, okay, that one people will be selecting one of the product rather than the other product. So and how men and women behave differently in social setting, that is the one another different point. Okay, so that is also will be very difficult for the social psychologist, or social psychology is very difficult, why men and women are behave differently in social settings. So from that it we can easily understand. And how juries work together to make important group decisions. It is very there will be when a competition goes on, you can see that there will be 3 or 4 people will be there to assess that, and one cannot predict the answer, or one cannot predict the score. So there will be a group discussion and group decision will be happening. So that is on the basis of the social psychology, or it is happening like that. Okay, so and it is important, and it is important to be take some group decisions like that. And what makes some people more likely to recycle and engage in other environmentally friendly behaviors than others. And the thing is, the social psychologists also study more unusual events, such as how something might choose to risk their life to save that of a complete stranger. That is one another area that we have to discuss. Okay, so it is very difficult, or actually what we have going through, that is the social situations where we have mentioned some of the social situations that we goes through, and what social psychologist or social psychology is trying to find out from these situations. Okay, or how people will be dealing with these situations, or what is the causes, what is the cause, or what is the reason behind these acting out these things. It will be very difficult for the people. Okay, so that's why we said that we are not able to give a good, or having a clear definition, or giving a definition will be a difficult task in the case of social psychology. So here we have to discuss a point, that is the scientific field that seeks to understand the nature and cause of individuals' behavior, feelings and thought in social situation. And another way to put this is to say that social psychology investigates the ways in which our thoughts, feelings and actions are influenced by social environments in which we live. Exactly, that is right. So by other people or our thoughts about them. So it depends, that is, it depends on other people. The scientific, so to understand the nature and causes of the individual's behaviors or feelings or thoughts in the social situations, we are using some of the scientific methods, or some of the methods in social psychology that we are using, that is some other area. But what social psychology tries to give, or what this branches deals with, that we are saying that social psychology is a scientific field, we can say. When it will come as a scientific field, that we should have some proof. Whenever you have a proof, we can say that it is scientifically proved, right? So that is, there will be a proof behind that, so then we can say that it is scientifically proved. So no, right? So like that, scientific social psychology is a scientific field that is trying to under so it is a scientific field that tries to understand the nature and cause of individuals' behaviors or feelings and thoughts in social situations. So it is difficult to understand the feeling of a person, and it is difficult to understand the thought process is going with the person. So because these all are the reasons why the person act in the society differently, or these inner feelings will be project in the behavior, out outward behavior, right? So these are the area, or this is the way how social psychology is dealing with, or this is the concept that social psychology to be needed. Social psychology is very much needed in the area to understand the people's behaviors or feelings or their thought process or thinking process in the social situations. And the other thing is, what are the external agents, or there will be some agents, okay, that will be affecting our behavior, that is from the social environment. It can be by other people, or it can be the thought process of that people that they had given towards us, towards we people. So these two will club together, and they will that this output of these two can be our behavior sometimes. So affect it will affect to in our relationships, it will affect in our behaviors in the society, will act differently, right? So these all will be having a link together. Okay, so this is social psychology is a brand that will tries to give a clear output or clear outline about the nature and causes of the individual's behaviors. So we psychology itself, we are playing with the behavior of a person, right? So how a person should be behave in the society, or how a person will be behave with the other person, and how it depends on, or what are the problems it will be facing, so related to the feeling or related to the thought process. So these all things club together, and to understand these areas, so we are playing with the branch called social psychology. Okay, see, we already mentioned that in the previous slide, we already mentioned that social psychology is a scientific in nature, or we said that it is a scientific field discussing about these things. So why it is being said it is having a scientific nature, or from we have to understand, when we already said that when we said that it is scientific nature, there should be some proof behind that. To proving it should be scientifically proved, or it will be having a connection with science, or almost. Okay, so why it is being said that social psychology having its scientific nature, that is, science is not simply based on some common sense that we can say. Okay, so we will be saying that we should have some common sense, that you can easily understand that it is a common sense, right? So we will be saying it is a common usage that we are using, but it is not like that. In the case of scientific nature, we should not use in the case of scientific in nature, we should not say that it is having some sense of common sense, right? So definitely science should be in connection with, sorry, in social psychology should be having a connection with, or science should be having a connection with, not only simply based on common sense. So rather there are some primary characteristics for science or scientific nature. Why it is being said in scientific nature, there are some primary characteristics that we can see in the case of social psychology. Okay, or in the case of science, why it is being said in scientific in nature, we are having some primary characteristics. So the first one that we can see, that any science must include the observation of fact. Okay, so in every areas, in the scientific areas that we'll be using, we will be mostly including the observation of fact. Okay, fact means it should be there, right? So we will not include some common sense. We should be observing the fact that is already proved, that is a fact. Okay. And the other thing is, the other primary characteristics why it is being said in scientific nature, that is methodologies to be followed. Methodologies means, in the case of all sciences have we have formal methodology. And why it is being, what is methodology means, which are a systematic procedures used to collect some of the data. So you may be knowing that sometimes in the case of research purpose or in the research area, that you will be having a area called methodology. Okay, so that methodology will be giving an exact way or exact path how the researcher should go. So that is why in the case of social psychology also, in the case of social psychology also, why it is being said scientific nature, the methodologies are to be followed. That how that being, how that data should be having maintained, or how it can be collected. Okay, or what are the areas to be go with the in the case of researchers in the social areas, or to find out the scientific proofs that the social psychologists are following. So that is why methodologies to be followed in the case of scientific areas, or in the case of science. So the other one is that you can see that accumulation of fact and generalization, that we already said. So in the first case we should only include observation of fact. Here that is accumulation, that is we are collecting and taught as many as we can the fact, and we are bringing that facts into the concept of generalization. Okay, after collecting or after understanding only, we will be bringing that into the generalization area. Then we will generalize what we have collected, what the data we have collected, or what the result we have reached, or what is the final result that we have to produce to the people or to the next one. So only after collecting as many as possible of the facts, and we will be collecting the ideas or fact or datas, exact datas, and that datas we will be bringing towards to the generalization. And the other thing, the other primary characters that you can see with the scientific nature of a social psychology or in the science, that is theories. So theories are very important in the case of every branch. Every branch means every scientific area, theories, because theories are very much important. Why it is being said? Because it is already proven, it is already proved, theories are already proved, and there should be some scientific reason behind that. Okay, in the case of social psychology, one of the theories in social psychology, and following up of that theory will be giving you the next theories. Because if you are following that theories, or bringing or collecting the ideas or data from the previously proved theories, because that theory should definitely have a proof behind that, so that can be taken it as a fact, because it is proved one. So theories are playing an important role. Actually, what theory is, which are a set of related propositions that explain the phenomena, are used in science to organize observations. Okay, so based on some theories only, new concepts are being formed, or new theories are being formed by the previous theories. So that is why we said that in social psychology also we are using some of the theories previously proven, or in the next or in the previous concepts or previous theories also we are being using in the area of social psychology to be understand it as a scientific in nature, or social psychology also being connected as a scientific nature. And the other one is predict and control phenomena based on formerly gathered information. So science should have the ability to predict, because we said that it is being already some of the theories or some of the facts, or from that, or following some of the methodologies, how the research or how the things should go in the right way. So science should have the ability to predict and control the phenomena based on the gathered information. Already the information is already gathered. Okay, so social psychology meets most of the requirement of science. Here we can see that from these five primary characteristics, it is being seen that social psychology meets most of the requirement of for a most of the requirement of the science. So it can brings, or it will comes to the branch of or it can be said that it is a scientific in nature. Okay, so as for the observation of facts, there are many thousands of empirical articles that you can see. So we'll be saying that why observations of facts are happening. So mainly there are, we can see a number of empirical or researched data we can see, that is called empirical articles, that is proved articles. As for methodology, many are used, including experiments and surveys. Okay, in the methodology areas, the people are using some of the methods in social psychology that we will going to discuss in the next coming areas. So like including experiments, they are conducting experiments in the area of methodology to understand the methodological to understand the datas. People in the methodology part, okay, that the people will be using, or the social psychologists will be using some of the experiments and surveys to understand, or methodology will give a path to follow in these areas. Okay, and social psychologists accumulate facts through this method. Okay, so you can take it as a cycle, one by one. So if you complete the first one, the second one is being followed. Okay, and the facts are being accumulated or being collected through the methodology part. Okay, by using some of the experiments or surveys. By using these methods, the social psychologist or the social psychology field people are accumulating the fact and generalization from these methods. Okay, and from that there are also many theories of social psychology which are outlined, which will give an outline, and they have been collected the data, and they accumulated a fact, and they have come to some of the generalization, and to support this fact and generalization there will be some theories in the social psychology, and which will give an outline for these all above mentioned areas, like observation of fact, methodologies, and accumulation of fact and generalization. And these theories will give an clear outline there where the social psychologists have reached. Okay, and however, social psychology is only sometimes effective at predicting and controlling certain phenomena. Okay, in some areas, and some areas it will be it may not be proved. Okay, so there will be some predictions and control over the phenomena based on or controlling some of the set. So that is why or this can be taken into some of the reason that social psychology is only sometimes effective at predicting and controlling some certain observations or phenomena. Okay, here in this one we have to discuss on what are the strength of social psychology. So you can see that social psychology provides a clear predictions, provides or it provides clear prediction about the what is the reason behind that behavior of the person, or why that relationship bond is being affected with any of the issues or something like that. Okay, so it provides clear predictions for the behaviors, and the other one is explanation can be scientifically tested and supported with evidence. So that we already mentioned before, that it goes through some of the scientific steps like methodology and some of the real data collections method. That is, it will be scientifically tested, and it will be giving proper evidence. It will be giving proper evidence to support the explanation what are given by the area, or what are given to the behaviors, why that some of the explanation will be given to some of the behaviors. It can be happened by this. So it can be happened with the help of scientifically tested. Okay, that is there will be some proof for that, or scientific evidence will be there through some of the experiments. That is the next point, that is many experiments to support theories. And we already said that some of the previously existing theories will be helping to the current one, current behaviors, or current reasons which are happening, or current problems which are happening, or the causes. So some of the experiments will be made to support these existing theories, and some of the theories will also will given an explanation to the current scientific research going on for the in the area of social psychology, or that is the behavior and influences of the behavior, causes of the behavior. Okay, so that is the strength of social psychology. So here we can see that social psychology lies at psychology's boundary with sociology. That is, social psychology being interconnected or connected with some of the similar fields like sociology, anthropology, etc. Social psychology lies a line between, or having a connection between the other fields, because it feels similar but different fields that study the human social behavior. So sociology or anthropology, these both other fields, they are also trying to study the human social behavior, but will feel it as similar, but it will be different in some aspects. That is that is sociologist focuses on how groups change over time, how cultures evolve, how stereotype affects social norms, and so on. But social psychologists study the same concepts but measure their effects on individuals. So they'll be studying how these all things happen, but social psychologists study the same concept in different manner. That is, they are trying to measure their effects on the individuals, or how it is affected to the individual. While a sociologist might consider examples of how a particular subculture is created toward cooperation or aggression. Social psychology will measure, but social psychology will measure how cooperative or aggressive each person is. So, and attempt to investigate the causes and outcomes of the individual's level. That is, we already said that actually social psychology having a scientific in nature, so they are trying to investigate the causes and outcomes of the individuals in each levels of aggression, or each levels of some other social. Yeah, that is the thing that we discussed on the second point, that is, compared with sociology, social psychology focus more on individuals and uses more experimentation. The same thing that we have said it before in the last point, that is, when it comes to connection with the sociology or anthropology or some other fields, they are in the field of sociology, they are not giving the exact why it is being happening. That question, some of the questions will be remaining. That is, we can say that. But social psychologists, they will be try to complete the cause of such behaviors, and they will be giving more scientific nature to that, or more scientific reasons to that behaviors being happened, and they'll try to measure the levels of aggression and how it is being happened. That is one of the variable, that the variables will be getting changed, like relationships, aggressions, or feelings, some of the emotional feelings of the person, etc. So that is being compared to the sociology. Social psychology will be different. And the other thing, compared to the personality psychology, social psychology focuses less on individuals' difference and more on how individuals in general, that is, view and affect one another. And the other important area that we have to give, or we have to explain, or we have to understand in the starting, that is related to the social psychology, the introduction to the social psychology. There are some similar fields that you maybe feel that it is similar. It is as we said before in the last slide related to the sociology. So there will be some similar field, like we'll be feeling it as similar or same, that is sociology, anthropology. Okay, and I think we have discussed sociology in the last slide. And next we have to go for defining what is anthropology. That is the study of culture and human behavior over the time. That is, which is the study of culture and human behavior. And the anthropologist typically focuses on the particular culture at a time and try to understand it by describing it in detail. That is why their research methods are typically observational. So in the case of anthropology, there will be study of culture. It is all defined to the cultural aspects and human behavior over in that time and in different cultures, and how they are performing or how they are behaving. So it is typically the main uh, different that we can see with the sociology, that is, it is typically observational. In contrast, the social psychology's research method again usually focuses on individual behaviors and ideally make use of experimental methods. So that is the difference that you can see here. That is, in social psychology field, over even though the human behaviors are happening over time, but it will not be observational at all. It can be observational, observation methods are using, but we'll be using some of the experimental method to see how the behaviors are having in over time, that is human behaviors, even though it is on based on the culture, but experimental methods are being used. Thus an anthropologist might observe a particular village of children in terms, that is an anthropologist might observe a particular village of children in terms of their aggressive behavior and consider how culture affects aggression. But a social psychologist might form a hypothesis first about what increases aggression and then attempt to manipulate aggression. That is, you can see that temporarily and safely, of course, through experimental research design. So that is the difference that you can find out with the field of anthropology and social psychology. So even within the psychology, you can see, or we can see, that there are divisions and subfields that focuses on different aspects of human behaviors. That is, when most people think of psychology, they think of clinical and counseling psychology. So what is clinical and counseling psychology field? So that is a subfield of psychology that helps people who have maladaptive or problematic thoughts and behaviors. So if we consider, if we can see that if any of the person who is having any of the maladaptive behavior, or any of the problematic thoughts, or any of the problematic behaviors that people are having, so definitely the people will be look after to clinical or counseling psychology. The people will, the first thing it will come to their mind will be the clinical or counseling. Okay, so that is being also connected with the social psychology, which helps people who have mental illness or problematic thoughts and behaviors to be healthier. So this is the thinking pattern of people if they find out any maladaptive or problematic thoughts and behaviors. That is clinical and counseling psychology. So that is people who have mental illness or problematic thoughts and behaviors to be people will think to be healthier. That is, if mental illness and unhealthy patterns are considered, that is abnormal psychology. Okay, then social psychology is the focus on normal behaviors seen in everyone. That is importantly, this means that social psychology focuses on negative problematic behaviors such as aggression, discrimination, and so on. But it also includes uh, positive behaviors such as empathy, cooperation, that is creativity or positive self-esteem, and systematic group decision making, and overcoming social obstacles. So this can be also included, that is some of the uh, positive or positive behaviors. So when people will be thinking of social psychology, they'll be thinking only related to some of the negative problematic behaviors of the people, that is aggression and discriminations and relationship violations, etc. So throughout its history, that is throughout its history of clinical and counseling or social psychology, that is social psychologists have consistently studied what is now called positive psychology, that is the scientific study of human strength and virtues, or can see that some of the positive emotions and achievements also.